Hello, I wanted to show everybody Reef Cafe. A couple of years ago, John Tullock and I started developing a food for corals and reef aquariums. Found it was also great for freshwater small fry fish. But the goal was to develop a food that was nutritious, had ingredients that can be scientifically proven to help grow corals, stimulate color, and you actually saw coral skeletal growth from what we'd used. One of the challenges we all face is being able to get enough nutrients to a reef tank without fouling the system. And that's how Reef Cafe came about, because there's hundreds of products on the shelf and never anything perfect. So we wanted to come up with something that could be used and modified based on the observations that everyone has on their individual tanks. So store owners could have a menu, actually a starting menu of different types of aquariums for SPS, LPS, mixed reef tanks, and from there they can modify the formulations based on the results the customers were getting. Reef Cafe is that. It's somewhere between a live food and a refrigerated food. We recommend you refrigerate it after you take it home, but it has just enough preservatives in it so it doesn't foul and cause a mess or require refrigeration or a very short shelf life for stores. It's comprised of a couple of things. Every formulation that you'll do is used with what we call the brew base. The brew base is in the large container, and every formulation goes out with 6 shots of brew base. You charge per shot of the individual shots, or customers pay for each individual shot, so it can vary depending on how they make the formulation. Everything goes out in a 16-ounce bottle, but the formulations are designed around 12 ounces, and that's so that you don't have to worry about spilling or mess, and you can shake things up without it being all the way to the top. 2 different bottle styles. We have, the Euphilia Man, which is a coral in a fun bottle. We have a more technical bottle just for anyone who wants it one or the other. The ingredients are still all the same. We've seen about half the people like the Coral Man and half the people like the technical bottle. Comes standard with a pump outlet. So you can just release this and then it pumps into the aquariums. It's just a few simple pumps. Or you can substitute and get a flip top lid and a squirt and measure out your amount. Again, none of these cost extra. This is about making it usable for everybody in all their situations. It's about 50-50. Some people like the flip top lid, some people like this. So in the shots, again, 6 shots always of the brew base. The brew base never needs to be shaken. Second type of formulation is the amino shot. Amino shots contains just the left-handed amino acids and just those that are proven to cause growth in corals, to stimulate polyp extension, and you'll see a definite benefit from this. The nice thing about the amino shot is you go up in shots of amino if you're having trouble with phosphate and nitrate, and you go down with the protein sources or the phyto sources. Second formulation is Zuko Mocha. Zuko Mocha is a blend of fine and whole calanus in a vitamin C stabilized solution. It brings you a higher nutritional profile than Cyclops, coral, small fish, even SPS corals on the fine grind can utilize calanus, and it's high in hexaxanthin, so it's very high in color-enhancing pigments. And then lastly, we have the Phytofrappe. Phytofrappe has chlorella and spirulina, vitamin C, and again the stabilizers. This is excellent for all of your filter feeding type corals. And the formulations start out, we give a simple menu with 3 different types of formulations. It'll change from tank to tank. The amino shot and the base have a carbon source, so you can increase those if you're having trouble with phosphate and nitrate, reduce the other 2, and you can cater it to whatever you like. So Reef Cafe, it can change. It can change, the bottles can change, the squirters can change, the formulations can change, but most importantly, your reef tank will change. You will see a difference in how your tank performs, and you'll see your polyps extend like they never have before. Again, it doesn't have to be refrigerated, but put it in the refrigerator after you get it home. We only send out fresh ingredients. We buy the purest forms. They're all certified of all the different raw ingredients, all human food safe ingredients, but like everybody in the fish industry, this isn't used for fish for human consumption. I wanted to play a short audio. This is from one of the first customers that used Reef Cafe on their reef.
Hey, Miles, this is Ken. I thought I'd give you a better update about the coral food. When we got back from South Carolina, I just wanted to look at a couple days of feeding. I actually did see a huge difference. It's the best the coral's ever looked. So I really think that stuff is working. So, again, I noticed the difference when we got back. So I thought you appreciate a better update than one I was able to give you on the weekend. Thanks.
And there's a testimonial from one of our customers. Just to go over a few things as far as mixing. On amino shot, rarely ever needs shaken, so you don't have to worry about that. Phytofrappe is the same way. If you ever shake any of the bottles, don't shake them up and down. Shake them in a circular motion. All the pumps, although we bought the best pumps you can buy, the pumps are not designed to keep liquid from coming out. They're designed for keeping liquid going in. So if you've got to shake Zuko Mocha, shake it in a circular motion. The base never needs shaking. Have a great day. Enjoy. This is the test tank for Reef Cafe. The only thing we use on this tank is the Hyper Reef system, which is calcium, alkalinity, magnesium. We have used Nopox, but now we're using just Reef Cafe. So we're just going to feed some Reef Cafe so you can see some response from corals and the fish. See, it comes in the particle size. You'll see various particles. This is a blended formula.
Where's the phone? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure we have fire before. We don't have any right now. Possibly, I mean, I can put you in special orders for it. I have no clue. I mean, the fiery opener is like 2 feet.
Now, we've run some pretty nice packages on there, and since you don't have one yet, you can get 2 for both sides of the tank. It's going to go to a laser. So that's going to be able to almost pulsate those. You'll have one running, both running, another one running. So it's going to be able to like really
change it up for
yeah, really swim. The ocean is not just one current. You know what I'm saying? It's really crazy. So those packages are 20% off.
Another little reminder, little trick on Reef Cafe. Make sure and open and extend the pumps before you put them in on the first setup. So make sure they're in the up position, and then they'll displace enough so when you put them in, they don't overflow. So that's important. Okay, on the gallon, it's a slightly different pump for the gallon for the brew base, and you can use it just like this and then slightly tilt the bottle, or we go ahead and slide on a piece of 1/2-inch hose, which is optional, but that allows you to just bend it slightly so that when you pump it up and down, you've got that tilted straight in. Again, the bottle is only going to 12 ounces, so you've got some distance there without making a mess if you have to angle it.